is my title? Is it postdoc? Nah. Sorry. I'll try again. Okay. I'm Sarah Nyquist. I'm a Bioinformatics fellow, and I'm in Barbara Englehart's group. I met Barbara when I was looking at grad schools, and somebody let me know that she was interested in doing some more research in women's and maternal health, which is something that I was really interested in doing in my postdoc. So I talked to her, and she was moving to Gladstone, which was really exciting for me because it's a whole new experience for me being at a research institute versus a university, and the community here seemed so wonderful, so I was very excited to have the opportunity to join. It definitely feels like a small, tight-knit community in this really large, really high-impact world of research that's going on here. It's been really great meeting other researchers here and doing different work and just having opportunities to learn so much from everyone else around the institute. Before I had my daughter a few months ago, I had a lot of hobbies, but right now I'm spending a lot of time with my 8-month-old. She's learning to walk and is really cute and very time-consuming right now. But once she's a little older, we're planning on starting a garden together and going on lots of hikes, and hopefully she'll be able to join me in some 5K fun runs coming up in her little jogging stroller. When I was in grad school, I started doing a little bit of work on the molecular biology of lactation, where we were looking at how the cells in the mammary gland actually produce milk. And so now at Gladstone, I've been doing a few projects where we're using the RNA from cells in milk to understand how milk is produced and how infectious disease is impacted by the production of milk. And in addition to that, a few new studies that I'm working on, I'm really excited about, are involving using Oura rings. So the lactating person wears an Oura ring and is able to measure sleep, exercise, and other types of physiological stress, and understand how that may impact the production of milk. Hopefully they'll be able to use that information in the future to understand ways to improve their experience of lactation. In my field, I've ended up spending a lot of time talking to people who produce milk and to lactating parents. So this is something that is really motivating because everybody has so many questions about what's going on in their bodies and how different aspects of their life impact their milk production. Everyone's really passionate about getting human milk for their babies, but there's just so many questions that are not answered. So even though it's a really difficult thing to study, just because there's so many different dynamics that impact the production of milk, it just feels really important on a daily basis to be able to give this information to parents who are trying to do the best for their children. Before I had my daughter, I spent a lot of time sort of thinking about this in theory, but just without having the personal experience, it was hard to relate to study participants and also hard to be confident in the questions I was asking. So I really stuck to the pure molecular biology and questions that I had a real research training in. Now I've felt more freedom to expand into other aspects of lactation biology by collaborating with clinicians and stuff, of course, but to actually ask questions about how lifestyle and how other pieces of the realities of being a parent impact lactation, because I just have more experience and know what the questions I'm asking myself on a daily basis of what I need to do in order to get milk to my daughter. Lactation research interdisciplinary collaboration is so critical just because we're dealing with human subjects and people who are dealing with many different aspects of their health. So working with lactation consultants, OBGYNs, and also wet lab biologists is critical to my work. I have a lot of collaborators from all over the world who study lactation, and since it's such a small field, being able to talk with everybody who's working on each of these problems is so exciting to me. I think overall, one of the things that made me most excited to work on this problem is attending conferences on human milk and meeting all the really passionate people who are working on it. So it keeps me driven, and it makes the research just so much more complete by having people from many different perspectives looking at it.